Okay, so hello basketball coaches. My name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I just traveled, but I'm going to show you my top 5 tips and skills that you need to have if you want to become an elite or the best point guard or guard in your league. So the number one skill I want you to be able to do is to be able to shoot. Shooting is very important as a guard because I'm going to give you a quick little tip. If you're out in the perimeter and you want to be able to get the assist, you want to be able to drive towards the basket, there's one thing that you need to do, and that is being able to shoot that basketball. The reason why you need to be able to shoot that basketball is if your defender is not guarding you. So let's say you're out in the perimeter, and you're out on the perimeter like this, and your defender is all the way down here to guard you because he doesn't think that you can shoot. Now he has basically cut off any entry pass towards the low post or players who are cutting along the baseline, because now he's sagged off. He has a better angle at cutting those passes off, but also he's cut off your ability to drive because now he has 2 to 3 steps on you so that he can cut you off and take a charge. So as a point guard, you need to be able to jack up that shot when needed. Now, as I was mentioning, shooting is very important. However, this next skill is also very important. Okay, so this second skill is also very important, and that skill is being able to keep your head up when you're dribbling, because then you're able to then pass the ball to somebody who's open. So if you're driving towards the rim, which is my third tip and skill, is being fearless and driving towards the rim. If you're driving towards the rim and you get a double team or a help defender popping out on you, you need to be able to have your head up so that you can see that defender coming towards you, which now frees up a player to be open. So if you're driving down and you've got a help defender coming from the far side, you know that you can dribble towards him and then pop it off for the three-point shot or the mid-range shot out on that side. However, that is my third tip, which is being fearless. You need to be able to not worry about driving to the rim and getting hit. You can't be worried about getting hurt or injured because you most likely will not. It's a very low chance of driving towards the rim and getting injured unless somebody just totally plows you one. So you need to be fearless driving towards the rim. And that is my third tip. Okay, so now my fourth tip is being able to control the basketball. So either when you're driving towards the rim, when you're dribbling the ball up the court, one or the other, whatever it may be, when you're dribbling this basketball, you need to be able to control it. There's no sense in being a point guard if you can't control the ball. If you're dribbling like this and you can't control it, then you cannot be a point guard. Dribble with your fingertips. Be able to control that basketball. Do different drills where you're standing there in a good stance, knees slightly bent, up on your toes, and just be able to cross over the ball with one hand. That is the most basic drill that you can do to be able to control the ball. And dribble with the fingertips. I've mentioned that before, but dribbling with your fingertips allows you to control the ball. And I don't mean dribbling like this. I mean having maybe a finger's width worth of space between your palm and the basketball, because that way you're able to control where that basketball is going, and if it gets on that palm, you're not going to be able to control it. So that is one of the major tips. Now my fifth and final tip, which is extremely important to myself as a coach, there's a reason why I've wrote a book on defense so far. I've got another book coming out on defense. I've got many teams that have been ranked very highly on defense, and the reason behind that is I care about defense. Personally, if you're not playing defense, you're on the bench. So defense is very important as a point guard. Think about it. You're defending the other team's best ball handler. You need to be able to move. Be able to move quickly. You're staying on your toes. You're bending your knees. Your shoulders are going to be back, but also lower than their shoulders. The reason why you want to do that is because the lower your shoulders are, the faster you're going to be. Next is also having your hands out. And I don't mean, many coaches want you to go and guard like this. Don't. Guard with your hands down like this so that you can flap up like this. The reason why you want to be able to get down and have your hands like this, because down here you're cutting off the drive. If he wants to drive this way, you can slap the ball without getting a foul. And then next, you're taking away the bounce pass, which now you're taking away 2 of 3 things. If your hands are up like this, you're taking away a pass on one side, a chest pass on one side. You're taking away nothing here because that's going to be called a foul. If your hands are up like this, if somebody's driving and you're trying to swipe down, that's going to be a foul. Have your hands down, swipe away, and that's going to allow you to be able to defend that point guard a lot better. So you get low, up on your toes, hands down like this, because even if they're down, you can still reach up to cut off a chest pass. So keep that in mind. I hope that these tips help you become a better point guard in basketball. If they do, let us know in the comments section below. Also, in the extra little cards that you're seeing, you'll probably see something about being an elite point guard. That's worthwhile checking out as well. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another Twice a Day basketball video.